Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you have felt like going out. Been in the middle of your walk. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical. But maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Hmm. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head home when, ooh, a cat. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently, with that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps. You follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps loud, makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Oh, that's a cute cat. You know, guys, I I own a cat at home. You know, I like cats. Cats are cool. Oh, you, all right? Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. Yeah, it's an interesting looking cat. His pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of his black fur. It puts it puts his front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Mm. So, so cute. Yeah, I agree. And it definitely knows it. You never had much of an opinion on one way or the other about cats before, but if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't found. They already. It's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think your mind bound down to a to a feline overlord. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in the cardboard boxes these days anyway? When they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you. As if it's waiting for you to make the next move. Yeah, it's the cat economy, bro. You gotta take the cat. Then I take the cat home. I'm taking the cat home. It's the cat economy, you know? That's what they call it? Yeah, I think that's what they call it on TikTok. I'm taking a cat. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone and well. I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as its presence into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to the shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's let's get out of the rain, okay? Okay. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment, one bedroom, one bathroom. One you live in alone in it, but it suits me. So it feels weird to have another living being inside it after so long, even if it's just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to his own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and lick your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of the food and completely ignores it. Well, dang. Not hungry, I guess? You try not to let it annoy you. Cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. This is a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs his body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decided you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Tomato, what the fuck? Whoa, what happened? Ow? You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Oh, okay. Oh man. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. I've been making sure I cut myself when I'm cutting. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops onto the counter, sniffs at the knife, and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just in. What happened? He watches the cat starts to. He's licking my. Oh, what the fuck? No. Lick lightly, enthusiastically, at the blood on the. No. No, I'm taking that cat back. No, I'm not gonna have that cat that licks my blood. No, that's crazy work. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. What is wrong with this cat? The cat sits back, staring at you. No, you feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators. I mean, yeah, but that was a little weird. Guys, what would you do if your cat licked your blood on the knife? Personally, me, taking that cat back where it come from. Maybe I'm back to the box. I'm taking it to Petco, PetSmart, whatever you call it. I'm taking to it so it can get adopted. By someone else, not me though. Anyway, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? Okay. Meow. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat and leave while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. So you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I might give it a week, and if it decides to be, a little weird to me, I'm taking it to Petco. We were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. It's one night of awkwardness. Yeah. I had that, yeah. All right. Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the. No. Yes, no. While you're eating your sandwich, I'm gonna have to go to my room then. While you're cleaning up the kitchen, while we're trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at this strange behavior. Yeah. Well, what if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you would do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Oh, that cat sounds hungry. I know that sound. Get that cat some food. That cat food. Come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hole. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet would have an idea of how to calm it down. You can only hope you don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up the landline and what happened? The lights just went out. Maybe it's because of the weather. But I don't think it was a thunderstorm. It's more like showers. Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power, I guess. You checked your cell phone to find that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outlet had been so spurred of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grabbed the flashlight and turned it on. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then why did the power go out? Exactly. You looked outside. What's going on? The sky is pitch black. What time is it? Trying to check the clock. What happened? The cat sits on top of your digital clock staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. What's this? Is that? I'm trying to see if the clock says words, but I think it says kill. I don't know. Anyway, and going completely haywire. Yeah, it's going completely haywire. There, I think it's saying I think it's saying a word, and I can't make it out because it's going too fast. But I think it's saying kill. I see two L's. Right? Am I tripping? I don't know. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This is the normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round and whoa. The flashlight flickers. Uh, and the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. Yeah, I'm leaving the house. I'm leaving the house. I'm not staying in the house. I'm leaving the house. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart is overridden as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't even know. There's a ghost. Like has a ghost. You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having an answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. I feel like I'm reading too fast, guys. I'm sorry. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can only already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if its head had whispered. No, this is not. I'm not playing. Right into your ear, right into your soul. It won't let you wait out. Not that you could even, if it did. Can't stay here. It'd be crazy if this cat's like, what's that called? What's that guy named? Jigsaw something? That'd be crazy. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangled together under you, and in your haste, and you fall to the ground. Oh, I'm about to die. A sharp playing what? What? A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle. No, that cat bit my foot. But something warm and wet triggers down the length of your foot, pull it underneath it. You hear the what? You hear the sound of a metal scraping on the tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look up in the daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming from outside. Why does it got so much the light pouring in front of you now? Open the front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife, and it's still tinted blood red from your early boner. But that's not right. It has too much blood. Wasn't it completely clean by the? You grip dryly at the pain in your foot. It's my foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. Oh no. When you spy something in the darkness just beneath the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It passed slightly, I'll be walking away. It passed slightly over to the knife as if it's skipping the daylight. I mean, if it's skipping the daylight. Sorry. No, hell no. It bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah! Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as if it starts to suffocate your weight. suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths, discordant against the static, now piercing your skull. The dryness of your tongue spread into your throat. The incomprehensible sight of a stray you have taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. That cat wants to eat me. Blood? Golden eyes slide up to you as if it's in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves. Shoulders switching if it's just considered an act of pouncing forward. Oh no. You got yourself a demon. But you're already on your feet and out the door, yeah. You run already limp down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red. But there's a strange light emitted from nowhere that casts everywhere else in white. The houses, the trees, the roads, even you. Everything except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the blood imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake. With every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts, but you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes are over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by this long shadow of something behind you as a cat. But even then, you don't stop running. Because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Oh shit. Okay, that spooked me. No, I'm not looking back. Keep running. You don't look back when you run. I'm too scared. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Who's talking to me? Ending with 0, it begins. Oh, okay. This cat is insane. Let's preface this. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm press continue. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allowed yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiously guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall building on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground soften your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh? Yes, that should have been obvious. They meow. Said the cat. It's an interesting looking cat. Pretty yellow, shining like gold. I'm thinking it's put his, yeah, I know. Meow. So, you look so familiar. Oh, okay, the dialogue is different, I'm tripping. The dialogue is different. Right? Meow. Then again, it is a cat, not mean different place for a standard black cat to look after all. This one story is a cutie though. You just look, it's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close, like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. What if I don't take the cat home? Sally, as cute as the cat is, you'll never take this thing home with you? Okay. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are, with rent and bills to pay for. Not to mention, you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You could barely afford this little outing on your day off. Okay, that cat getting very loud. What to do? feed the cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's still attached to the box it's in. Though this doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left the box to search for food in. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case, and not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left it behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do with the hungry kitty? Um, Look around the area, check pockets. What does this do? You dig into your pockets. You find a small piece of string in your left pocket, not very helpful. Yeah, not helpful at all. The string is far too strong. An eager and excited cat leaping for it could easily lead to you getting bit and scratched. In your right pocket, the bar of chocolate. Find a chocolate bar. Is it? Nope, it's not even expired. Quite the find indeed. Could you even give a cat no, you're about to offer it to the cat. But suddenly you're hit with guilt as you remember something gut curdling. Gut curdling. Chocolate's toxic. Yeah, that's what I thought. Chocolate is toxic to cats. You don't give the cat chocolate. Oh my gosh, you resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty you throw the chocolate bar array into a nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. Yeah, like you go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. Yeah, I don't think animals can really eat chocolate. Meow. It doesn't even know that you're almost. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. Meow. You're a horrible person, bro. Chill. It's not that deep. Calm down. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. You leave the alley and return with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery store. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. That cat is loud. That cat want that fish. That cat looks happy. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you place it on the box. Meow meow. You look to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. So sorry again. The cat seemingly pays you no mind. She slipped back out the alley. Right, that's nice. That's nice. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out. You decided to just head back home. Mm, that's a different meow. What's going on? On the way home, you notice more cats than usual watching you from their hiding spots. But you're trying to think about it. Why is there so many cats? You can't help but wonder if they know what you're nearly done. But it's not like you meant to hurt anyone. What is this? Right? Please don't scare me. You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when. Jeez, what's going on? You look behind you only to see dozens of cats standing. No, no, oh no, I'm about to get killed. I'm about to get killed. Looking at you, did they see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought that you had more food for all of them? Probably. I hope. But it's just too many. I'm so sorry I don't have enough food. I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes its way to the front end. To the front end. What? Oh, it's you. Oh, it's. He'll carefully between his teeth is the chocolate bar you thrown away earlier. He places the chocolate bar down in front of you before looking back at you. Other cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weigh down heavily on your back, but without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for forgiveness? What if I beg for forgiveness? You collapse to your knees and bow down. Lois, you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry. I swear. I didn't need to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly, Eric, I'm choking. What? You feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing all your airway as it tries to force its way out of your Expulsive, whatever. It finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Oh, what the? Lying on the ground in front of you. What? It's a flopping fish? You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? Yeah, indeed, what the hell? The cat comes rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly, but how? What the fuck? What is this? You threw up another fish? Again? And another? Oh, I'm about to die. I'm about to die throwing up the fish. Another. I know what's going on. I'm giving all the cats to fish. Right? Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. They're gonna eat me, are they? Tears are streaming down your face by the time you cough up. A final, tiny, bloody fish collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride that you made up for your disgusting actions, that you have been forgiven. Okay. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then, what's going on? You feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like it's the bar of chocolate you find in your pocket. You smile weakly. You successfully atone, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. That's disgusting. And then 24, fishing for pardon. Interesting. Try another one. Let me see something real quick. I don't take the cat, right? Again. If I play with the cat. Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? Or the poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There's got to be something you can entertain the little critter with. But what? Interesting. I could check my pockets. I could look around the area. Or I could buy a toy. Buy a toy. After being out in this alley all alone for who knows how long, you personally think your furry friend deserves something special. I'll be right back, okay? You quickly leave the alley and rush to the nearby pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There are so many to choose from, plush and bright colors, and scented with catnip. But you realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with for long. Can't stay alone. Can't stay in the alley playing forever. You can't exactly afford to get another cat as a playmate. Another? That's it. You know exactly what to get now. After the quick and successful search of the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alley, eager to show off your find. Okay, what you got? I'm back. The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. It makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig into the storage plastic bag. I've got something for you. The cat leans up, curious at the bag's contents. You pull out your gift to the cat. It's a cat toy. It's a small cat plushie. The plushie is a light orange, creamy color with burnt tempera stripes, making it resemble a tabby cat. The synthetic fur is soft, but not unrealistically so, and the large eyes are a pale green, more subdued than you would expect for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details that makes it almost uncanny to the real thing. It'd be crazy that plush becomes alive, which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. You get the plushie a little squeeze in. You know, this little meow. The cat looks unimpressed. Yes, I would imagine it would look unimpressed. Well, you think it's cute? Guess your pressure visit wasn't so successful after all. I feel like you bought it for yourself, not the cat. Out of options and lowered on cash, you awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to leave. You're a few steps away from when you hear a electronic meow behind you. Was I right or something? No, that cat must be playing with the little doll. You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. Um, do I pick up the plushie? Do I leave it? I'ma just leave it. Ungrateful little monster. You huff in annoyance. You're welcome. And you walk away, shaking your head. You turn to leave once again. Ouch. When a sharp pain lenses up your arm, I'm dying, my God. Crying out, you grab at your arm only for it to. Oh! What? Fall off? That doesn't look like blood. That's like cotton. Your arm just falls right off. You stare in shock at your severed limb on the ground, gathering your courage. You turn to look at where your arm had once connected to the rest of you, only to see not blood, it's cotton. What? Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That is. Uh, what? Until the same thing happens to your other arm. This is disturbing. This is very disturbing. This is extremely disturbing. What the fuck? You fall when both your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate, crying out at the agony that comes and goes like it never happened, as you're not currently laying on the dirty ground of an alley, limbless. What in the world is going on? You can't make sense of it. You can't think straight. I don't know what I would be doing or thinking in this situation. I'd be thinking I'm dying. Or something. I'd be probably panicking. I can't. The pain has receded, leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach. Considering you still have a stomach and it was replaced with, as you lay back, helpless and still in shock, staring at the sky, the cat's face appears in your line of vision. What? It lunges at your torso and starts biting and clawing into your chest like you're a chew toy. It doesn't hurt anymore. You feel like it should. You're not sure of it. If you're glad that it doesn't. Eventually, you feel the cat pull something out of you. A small doll that looks very very familiar. It's hard to tell, but that doll is. That's me, isn't it? um, the cat hops off of you and heads back to the box with his prize. At least you think so. Everything is too dark and too tell. You wake up and find that you can't move an inch. You look around you and you can't breathe. You can't even breathe. But none of those realizations seem to be a problem. Am I a doll now? All you can see is the cat. All you can see is the face of a familiar-looking cat crawling around you, purring in his sleep. For some reason, this doesn't bother you. You're not sure why you feel like it should. You try to latch onto thoughts in your head that feel like memories of another life, another time, another you, but thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Oh, crap. Another you. Like I forgot. Oh well. That's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll, after all. What? What? This is absurd. And a doll's role isn't it to have silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things, but to be a companion. Purr. And just when the cat's contented purring, you seem to be performing your role perfectly. At least I have a purpose. You are filled with an overwhelming, strong sense of pride at this fact. And so you too feel content. I just achieved eudaimonia. Cottonhead. Ending Dirty 5. There's a lot of endings to this game, bro. I really want to get the secret ending. I really want to. But this might be the last gameplay. This might be the last gameplay. Alright, and I don't think I can make another video on this one because I'm probably gonna forget the endings I got anyway. Probably. I'm not for sure. Alright. I'm press continue now. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip all this dialogue here. Okay. Wait, crap, I already forgot what I did. Oh, so what I did is I did take the cat home. I played with the cat. I bought a toy, and I became a toy for some reason. And the last choice, I didn't take the cat home. I was gonna feed the cat, but I only had like a string and a chocolate. And then I went to a grocery store to get food, like fish. And I ended up throwing up fish for some reason. And I hope you guys can hear me. I wasn't, for some reason I was kind of like, maybe you guys can hear me now, even though it's kind of before, kind of like lying the placement of the mic towards my mouth. Anyway, so, okay, so what else? What about the second thought? Okay, I'm gonna click do not take the cat home, right? I'm not gonna take the cat home. Alright? This thing. I like how this is in red. Yeah. The cat is confused, I know. Yeah. Alright. So I have the option just to leave the cat. What's the question mark? What's this? You're not ready? I'm not ready? Okay, this is okay. What can I do? So I can't do this one because this says I'm not ready for it. So, okay, I'm gonna do eeny meeny. Eeny meeny miny mo. Catch the tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny meeny miny mo. Alright. So, I guess I'm taking the cat home this time. You meow. Well, why not? Right? Meow. You barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. Again, by some of the cat enthusiasm. Let's get it here, yeah. The cat's purring. On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. Yeah. But that would be a waste of time. What? You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. You live in a martyr's apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. One you live alone in it. So it feels weird having another living, after so long, even if it's just a cat. So the house, after locking at the front door and place the cat on I hear breathing. Cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you expectantly. Any mini mighty mo. Catch the tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Any mini mighty mo. Like what? I have nothing. Okay, any mini mighty mo. Catch this tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Any mini mighty mo. I could pet the cat. I could feed the cat. But I really want to. What would I do if I feed the cat if I don't got no food for the cat? Let me do this one. The cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You regret not, you regret not stopping for food earlier as you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow after all. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows you. It leaps nimbly on the kitchen counter and watches as you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things to expect. A can of tuna in the pantry. I don't like tuna. Some leftover meatloaf in the fridge. I do like meatloaf. And what's that? Huh? What was that? You don't even know what that is? Ground beef? You realize there's a tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of the fridge. That's ground beef, dude. You don't recognize it. A foul odor is leaking it from the container. Whatever inside can't be safe for human consumption. The cat is meowing, but the cat seems excited about it, practically salivating over it. Still, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat. So you feed it. I'm feeding the mystery food. Is this really a good idea? Cat is going crazy. The cat might know what it is. The cat might like it. Fine. I guess if this is what you want, you open the container and yuck. You just barely managed to keep from throwing up, but just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Meow. Yeah. Give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of, if it's a mystery, you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color though. All of it's the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen, tinted with nauseatingly wet green film over the top. Irk. Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensils or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. I bleach my hands. You decided against putting this crap into your microwave. You thought it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore. You shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic looking sludge, sniffing as if it's savoring the scent. But it can't like it's some cuisine. You turn to the fridge and close it. You lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when. Ooh. What did I do? Ow. Ow. Your sharp pain on your foot causes you to tumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see that tip of your toe is red. And the red is still slowly spreading to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? You quickly reach down and pull it off your sock to see the damage. What? Oh, what the? This game, bro, is... Oh my god, this game is crazy. Your middle toe is gone. Why is it gone? Is my toe... Like, where it went? It's just gone. It's just a stump. It's left in its place. Steadily leaking blood into the floor. You clumsily step at as if it would get away from what you were seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911 for phone. Where's the... Okay. Wait. Is all my stuff in the container? Oh crap. Cough. Gargle. Your tongue is... It's happening to me. The cat... Oh my goodness, I know what's happening. The cat is eating the food, which means the cat is somehow eating me. Yes, that makes sense. You gotta stop that cat. You slowly look over to find the cat still eating. You gotta stop that cat immediately. Completely unbothered by your suffering. No, you gotta stop the cat now. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. You keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait, that's... You look more closely at the mysterious food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Ah, once. But stop the cat. Stop it. Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again and bites into the piece that looks. You collapse to the floor, clenching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just. Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was, felt important. And now it's completely gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. Oh. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... This is the worst way to die. Ugh. Your eyes. The cat done bit my eyes. You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over, from all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time for eating your eyeballs and give you time to just in 10. You are what you eat. Oh my god. This game is crazy. This game is crazy. What a crazy way to end the game. End the video. This is nuts. Oh my god. I might have to play it. I might have to continue playing the game some other time. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Comment down below what you think about the video. And game recommendations. And all of that. My name is Draco. And I'll be signing out. See you guys.